Question 1. When merging onto a highway, you should A. Speed up to match the flow of traffic. B. Slow down and wait for a gap in traffic. C. Stop and wait for a gap in traffic. Answer: A. Speed up to match the flow of traffic. When merging onto a highway, you should speed up to match the flow of traffic and merge when it is safe to do so. Question 2. What should you do when you approach a flashing yellow light? A. Come to a complete stop. B. Proceed with caution. C. Speed up to pass through the intersection. Answer: B. Proceed with caution. A flashing yellow light indicates that you should proceed with caution and be prepared for any potential hazards. Question 3. When is it safe to make a U-turn? A. When there is no oncoming traffic. B. When there is a solid yellow line on your side of the road. C. When there is a no U-turn sign. Answer: A. When there is no oncoming traffic. You can make a U-turn when there is no oncoming traffic and it is safe and legal to do so. Question 4. True or false? You should use your high beams when driving in fog. Answer: false. In fog, you should use your low beams, as high beams can cause glare and reduce visibility. Question 5. When you see a stop sign, you should A. Slow down and yield to traffic. B. Come to a complete stop. C. Proceed without stopping if the intersection is clear. Answer: B. Come to a complete stop. At a stop sign, you must come to a complete stop and only proceed when it is safe to do so. Question 6. What does a solid yellow line on your side of the road mean? A. You may pass with caution. B. No passing is allowed. C. The center of the road is a shared left turn lane. Answer: B. No passing is allowed. A solid yellow line on your side of the road indicates that you should not pass other vehicles. Question 7. True or false? You should always use your turn signals when changing lanes. Answer: true. Using your turn signals when changing lanes is important for communicating your intentions to other drivers and ensuring safe driving. Question 8. Fill in the blank. When following another vehicle, you should maintain a blank following distance. A. 1 second. B. 2 second. C. 3 second. Answer: C. 3 second. Maintaining a 3-second following distance allows you time to react to potential hazards and avoid collisions. Question 9. When you see a yellow diamond-shaped sign with a black T symbol, it means A. T intersection ahead. B. No trucks allowed. C. Truck parking area. Answer: A. T intersection ahead. The yellow diamond-shaped sign with a black T symbol indicates that a T intersection is ahead, and you should be prepared to slow down or yield if necessary. Question 10. In a roundabout, who has the right of way? A. Vehicles entering the roundabout. B. Vehicles already in the roundabout. C. Vehicles exiting the roundabout. Answer: B. Vehicles already in the roundabout. When entering a roundabout, you should yield to vehicles that are already in the roundabout. Question 11. What should you do if you start to skid on a wet or icy road? A. Slam on the brakes. B. Steer in the direction you want the front of the vehicle to go. C. Accelerate to gain traction. Answer: B. Steer in the direction you want the front of the vehicle to go. If you start to skid, avoid slamming on the brakes or accelerating. Instead, steer in the direction you want the front of the vehicle to go and gently apply the brakes if necessary. Question 12. When parallel parking, you should position your vehicle how far away from the curb? A. 6 inches. B. 12 inches. C. 18 inches. Answer: A. 6 inches. When parallel parking, aim to position your vehicle within 6 inches from the curb. Question 13. True or false? You may use a handheld cell phone while driving in an emergency situation. Answer: true. While using a handheld cell phone while driving is generally not allowed, you may use one in an emergency situation, such as calling for help. Question 14. Fill in the blank. When parking uphill with a curb, you should turn your wheels blank. A. Towards the curb. B. Away from the curb. C. Straight. Answer. B. Away from the curb. When parking uphill with a curb, turn your wheels away from the curb to prevent your vehicle from rolling into traffic if the parking brake fails. Question 15. When is it legal to drive on the shoulder of the road? A. To pass a slow-moving vehicle. B. To make a right turn. C. It is never legal to drive on the shoulder. Answer. C. It is never legal to drive on the shoulder. The shoulder is meant for emergency use only and should not be used for regular driving or passing other vehicles. Question 16. What does a rectangular white sign with black lettering indicate? A. A warning. B. A regulatory sign. C. A guide sign. Answer. B. A regulatory sign. Rectangular white signs with black lettering are regulatory signs, which provide important information about traffic laws and regulations. Question 17. True or false? You may use the center left turn lane to pass another vehicle. Answer. False. The center left turn lane is meant for making left turns only and should not be used for passing other vehicles. Question 18. Fill in the blank. When driving in a school zone, the speed limit is usually blank, blank, miles per hour. A. 15. B. 25. C. 35. Answer. B. 25. The speed limit in most school zones is 25 miles per hour, but always be sure to follow the posted speed limit signs. Question 19. When are you required to stop for a school bus with flashing red lights? A. When approaching the bus from the front. B. When approaching the bus from the rear. C. Both A and B. Answer. C. Both A and B. You are required to stop for a school bus with flashing red lights, whether you are approaching from the front or the rear. Question 20. What does a red octagonal sign with a white border and the word stop indicate? A. A yield sign. B. A stop sign. C. A do not enter sign. Answer. B. A stop sign. A red octagonal sign with a white border and the word stop is a stop sign, indicating that you must come to a complete stop before proceeding. Question 21. What should you do if your vehicle starts to hydroplane? A. Slam on the brakes. B. Steer in the direction you want to go and ease off the accelerator. C. Accelerate to regain traction. Answer. B. Steer in the direction you want to go and ease off the accelerator. If your vehicle starts to hydroplane, avoid slamming on the brakes or accelerating. Instead, steer in the direction you want to go and gently ease off the accelerator until you regain traction. Question 22. When are you allowed to pass another vehicle on the right? A. When the vehicle ahead is making a left turn and there is room to pass. B. When you are in a designated passing lane. C. Both A and B. Answer. C. Both A and B. You may pass another vehicle on the right when the vehicle ahead is making a left turn and there is room to pass, or when you are in a designated passing lane. Question 23. True or false? You may make a right turn on red after coming to a complete stop, unless a sign prohibits it. Answer. True. In most cases, you may make a right turn on red after coming to a complete stop, as long as there is no sign prohibiting it, and it is safe to do so. Question 24. Fill in the blank. When driving at night, you should use your high beams when there are no oncoming vehicles within blank feet. A. 500. B. 1,000. C. 1,500. Answer. A. 500. When driving at night, use your high beams when there are no oncoming vehicles within 500 feet to improve visibility. Question 25. What does a triangular yellow sign with a red border indicate? A. A no passing zone. B. A yield sign. C. A railroad crossing. Answer: B. A yield sign. A triangular yellow sign with a red border indicates a yield sign, which means you should slow down and yield the right-of-way to other vehicles. Question 26. When approaching a railroad crossing with flashing lights, you should: A. Proceed if you do not see a train coming. B. Stop and wait for the train to pass. C. Accelerate to cross the tracks quickly. Answer: B. Stop and wait for the train to pass. When approaching a railroad crossing with flashing lights, you must stop and wait for the train to pass before proceeding. Question 27. True or false? If your vehicle has an anti-lock braking system, ABS, you should pump the brakes when stopping in an emergency. Answer: false. If your vehicle has an anti-lock braking system, ABS, you should apply firm, continuous pressure to the brakes when stopping in an emergency rather than pumping them. Question 28. Fill in the blank. When driving in fog, you should use your blank headlights. A. High beam. B. Low beam. C. Fog. Answer: B. Low beam. When driving in fog, use your low beam headlights, as high beams can cause glare and reduce visibility. Question 29. What does a round yellow sign with a black X and the letters RR indicate? A. A no passing zone. B. A yield sign. C. A railroad crossing. Answer: C. A railroad crossing. A round yellow sign with a black X and the letters RR indicates a railroad crossing, and you should be prepared to stop if a train is approaching. Question 30. When you see a green arrow signal at an intersection, it means: A. You have the right-of-way and may proceed in the direction of the arrow. B. You must stop and wait for a green light. C. You must yield to oncoming traffic before turning. Answer: A. You have the right-of-way and may proceed in the direction of the arrow. A green arrow signal indicates that you have the right-of-way and may safely proceed in the direction of the arrow. Question 31. True or false? It is legal to make a left turn on red from a one-way street onto another one-way street unless a sign prohibits it. Answer: true. In many jurisdictions, it is legal to make a left turn on red from a one-way street onto another one-way street, as long as there is no sign prohibiting it, and it is safe to do so. Question 32. Fill in the blank. When driving on a multi-lane road, you should stay in the blank lane, except when passing or turning. A. Left. B. Center. C. Right. Answer: C. Right. When driving on a multi-lane road, you should stay in the right lane, except when passing or turning. Question 33. What does a square red sign with a white horizontal line indicate? A. A stop sign. B. A do not enter sign. C. A one-way sign. Answer: B. A do not enter sign. A square red sign with a white horizontal line indicates a do not enter sign, which means you are not allowed to enter the roadway or area. Question 34. When should you use your horn? A. To greet a friend. B. To warn other drivers of your presence. C. To signal that you are turning. Answer: B. To warn other drivers of your presence. You should use your horn to warn other drivers of your presence in situations where it is necessary to avoid a collision or other dangerous situations. Question 35. True or false? You should always use your parking brake when parking on a hill. Answer: true. You should always use your parking brake when parking on a hill to ensure your vehicle does not roll away. Question 36. Fill in the blank. When approaching a stopped emergency vehicle with flashing lights on a multi-lane road, you should blank. A. Speed up to pass quickly. B. Move over one lane if it is safe to do so. C. Stop and wait for the emergency vehicle to move. Answer: B. Move over one lane if it is safe to do so. When approaching a stopped emergency vehicle with flashing lights on a multi-lane road, you should move over one lane if it is safe to do so, in order to give the emergency vehicle and its personnel space to work. Question 37. What does a pentagon-shaped sign with a symbol of two children and the word "Sihihuol" indicate? A. A pedestrian crossing. B. A school zone. C. A playground zone. Answer. B. A school zone. A pentagon-shaped sign with a symbol of two children and the word "Sihihuol" indicates a school zone, and you should be prepared to slow down and watch for children. Question 38. When are you allowed to pass a school bus that is stopped with its red lights flashing and stop arm extended? A. When you are on the opposite side of a divided highway. B. When the bus driver signals you to pass. C. You are never allowed to pass a stopped school bus with its red lights flashing and stop arm extended. Answer. A. When you are on the opposite side of a divided highway. You are allowed to pass a school bus that is stopped with its red lights flashing and stop arm extended if you are on the opposite side of a divided highway. In all other cases, you must stop and wait until the red lights stop flashing and the stop arm is retracted. Question 39. True or false? You must always come to a complete stop before turning right on a red light. Answer. True. You must always come to a complete stop before turning right on a red light, and you may only proceed if it is safe to do so, and there is no sign prohibiting the turn. Question 40. Fill in the blank. When driving on a road with a solid yellow line on your side, you should blank. A. Pass other vehicles. B. Not pass other vehicles. C. Drive on the shoulder. Answer. B. Not pass other vehicles. When driving on a road with a solid yellow line on your side, you should not pass other vehicles, as the solid yellow line indicates a no passing zone. Question 41. What does a diamond-shaped sign with an orange background and black lettering indicate? A. A construction zone. B. A warning sign. C. A regulatory sign. Answer. A. A construction zone. A diamond-shaped sign with an orange background and black lettering indicates a construction zone, and you should be prepared for possible changes in road conditions, reduced speed limits, and workers in the area. Question 42. When should you signal your intention to turn or change lanes? A. At least 50 feet before the turn or lane change. B. At least 100 feet before the turn or lane change. C. At least 200 feet before the turn or lane change. Answer. B. At least 100 feet before the turn or lane change. You should signal your intention to turn or change lanes at least 100 feet before making the maneuver to give other drivers ample warning of your intentions. Question 43. True or false? You should never drive in the lane directly next to a large truck or bus for an extended period of time. Answer. True. You should avoid driving in the lane directly next to a large truck or bus for an extended period of time, as this can place you in the vehicle's blind spot and increase the risk of a collision. Question 44. Fill in the blank. When passing a cyclist, you should leave at least blank feet of space between your vehicle and the cyclist. A. 2. B. 3. C. 5. Answer. B. 3. When passing a cyclist, you should leave at least 3 feet of space between your vehicle and the cyclist to ensure their safety. Question 45. What does a yellow diamond-shaped sign with a black arrow and the word MRG indicate? A. Traffic is merging from the right. B. Traffic is merging from the left. C. All traffic must merge into one lane. Answer. A. Traffic is merging from the right. A yellow diamond-shaped sign with a black arrow and the word MRG indicates that traffic is merging from the right, and you should be prepared to adjust your speed and position to accommodate the merging traffic. Question 46. When approaching a traffic circle or roundabout, you should A. Yield to traffic already in the circle. B. Enter the circle immediately. C. Stop before entering the circle. Answer: A. Yield to traffic already in the circle. When approaching a traffic circle or roundabout, you should yield to traffic already in the circle and enter when it is safe to do so. Question 47. True or false? It is legal to make a U-turn across a double yellow line. Answer: false. It is generally not legal to make a U-turn across a double yellow line, as this can create a dangerous situation and disrupt the flow of traffic. Question 48. Fill in the blank. When parking uphill with a curb, you should turn your wheels blank. A. Away from the curb. B. Toward the curb. C. Straight. Answer: A. Away from the curb. When parking uphill with a curb, you should turn your wheels away from the curb so that if your vehicle rolls backward, the rear of the tire will make contact with the curb and stop the vehicle. Question 49. What does a rectangular white sign with black lettering indicate? A. A warning sign. B. A regulatory sign. C. A construction zone sign. Answer: B. A regulatory sign. A rectangular white sign with black lettering indicates a regulatory sign, which provides important information about traffic laws and regulations. Question 50. When making a left turn at an intersection, you should: A. Yield to oncoming traffic. B. Turn into the far right lane. C. Accelerate quickly through the turn. Answer: A. Yield to oncoming traffic. When making a left turn at an intersection, you should yield to oncoming traffic and only proceed when it is safe to do so.